Welcome, Yvonne. Welcome, Yvonne, to this wonderful program of ours, the Friday Club. And this morning, I'd like to do a quick introduction about you. I see you've got 25 years of experience and qualifications in the financial industry. And for the last 9 years, you've been running your own business. You've got qualifications in psychology, coaching, hypnotherapy, NLP, personal profiling, business development, IT, alternative healing therapies, and many, many more other skills. And I see that you're currently working on your personal thesis. I'd love to know what that is about. And so we'd like to really invite you here today to talk to us and tell us a little bit about what you do and your business and how we can help you. Over to you, Yvonne.
Morning, David. Thank you for that lovely introduction. First off, it's hypnotherapy. The art of smuggling with somebody else's mind. Yeah, what is it all about? What is my business and what is my personal thesis? Well, it all boils down to the single sentence. How can you naturally create and experience your own freedom, meaning, and wealth? Now, before we get kicked off into the whole subject of the matter, you first need to understand the terminology of naturally, freedom, meaning, and wealth. Naturally is not the fact that you are going to go off grid and build yourself a little hut in the middle of some deserted island and live there just from natural products. Naturally refers to your natural state, not your nurtured state, not your indoctrinated state. The natural person that you are. That boils down to your core memory, your core cell memory. Okay. Freedom, the next terminology, is an illusion. It is an illusion of systems and orders that create the seemingly freedom that some people do exist in. Meaning seems like such a small little word, but it is actually so much deeper. It is about the relationship between yourself with yourself and a higher power, and this is not religion. Yourself in a relationship to others, whether it is on a romantic level, whether it is on a parental level, whether it is on a social or a work level. What is that meaning in your life? And then ultimately, wealth. Now, a lot of people associate wealth with money and assets, but wealth is so much more than just the balance that shows on your bank statement. Now, once you understand those four terminologies, you can then drill down deeper into it. But first, I want to ask you a question. Why do you want to naturally create and experience freedom, meaning, and wealth? Now, I'm sure a lot of you attended all kinds of seminars about real estate or forex trading or some sort of platform to create financial independence. And the first question they always ask is, who in the room wants to be financially independent? And 99% of people will put their hands up. But when you actually go and track it, less than 1% has the intent, the real intent, and the discipline to put into action what needs to be done to reach that financial independence. And that is where the why comes in. What is the why? What is your reason for being here? What is your reason for building your business? If I could ask each and every one of you just to sit back for 30 seconds and really think about the reason. Why have you started the business that you are busy creating, building, and expanding or marketing at this stage? Why did you start that? Why did you start that, Gerard?
My wife told me to.
Okay, that's a good one. The wife told you to? Yeah, maybe she wanted a bit more money to spend. Okay. And you, David?
I realized that I'm actually very good at what I do, and I basically want to help other people to achieve the same that I can achieve.
Okay. And
That's why.
Stefan, and you?
Well, with me, it's a question of seeing a need and fulfilling that need and serving the markets. It's a question of serving the people, and you know, in the process, you get to provide them a solution.
Okay, good. Who else do we have here? Paul?
For me, it's to unlock the sleeping leader, get everyone I meet to improve business effectiveness, excellence, potential in Africa.
Okay, okay. Who else is here? Karen, why did you start your business?
Karen's driving, so I'm not sure if we can answer.
Mochidisi is on.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so for me, really, it is to tap into my potentials. Like when you are a coach, you firstly have to implement the skill that you know so that you can influence. Generally, I want to become an influencer. So let me explore myself, let me explore my potentials, let me tap into them. You see? Yeah, so eventually I will influence others.
Okay, cool. So all of you have now given a reason of why you're doing this from outside yourself. Seeing a need in the market, seeing there's a problem and you've got the way to solve it. Being an influencer, it's outside of yourself. But something within inside of you, that small little voice, gave you the courage and the idea to actually start this. And it is to find that small little voice and become its best friend that will help you to move forward, that will help you get through the difficult times. Now, the what that you are building with this why is the big picture that you are building. And that is what you are all, except for her that said his wife said, that's all what everybody explained. It's the what. It is finding the need, servicing the need, helping others. That is the what. It's not the why. It's not the reason why you started it. And that's where a lot of people get confused. They see the what, they see the big picture, and they associate that as their why. And that is why statistics shows us that in the first 5 years of a small business, 95% of them stand a chance of failing. Because let's call him the initiator of the small business, the founder, the visionary, has not closely associated themselves with their internal why. They associated with the what, or the who, or the when, or the how. But they've forgotten the real why they have started it. Now, if I can use my own life as an example, I was, let's call it kind of forced into the financial industry, where my heart actually wanted to go medical. Because me and my stepfather didn't have the same opinions, but he was the one paying the bills, so I had to follow what he wanted me to do. And that's where my passion for the psychology of things started, to find out why people do what they do. When you go and look at combining the finances and the psychology, you find that a lot of people have got the knowledge of the finances. They know what they need to do. But when it comes to the actual psychology behind it, that is where they fall short. And ultimately, that is what brings their downfall. And the psychology is the why. Why did I go from the financial industry, where I was, let's say, a successful financial advisor with my own practice, my own FSP license, decided to close it all up and just dive in the deep end and follow my passion into the psychology? It's because I associated eventually with the why. My reason why. Why do I do things the way I do it? Why do I make the decisions that I make? Why do I act the way that I act? And it's when I started researching that I started seeing it in my own clients. Why they do certain things certain ways, why they act in certain ways, and why they ultimately use their past experiences to base their financial decisions on. Now, if you take that knowledge and you use it to analyze the daily activities of any individual, you can clearly see exactly what is it that has either influenced them for starting their business, why they're creating the business that they are creating, the what, why they are specifically intended on the who, the people that they are marketing to, why they are specifically intended on the when, the delivery process, and why they are specifically intended in the way that they deliver it, the how. And once you put all of those puzzle pieces together, you can understand how to naturally create and experience your own freedom, meaning, and wealth, encompassing all the spheres of your life and drawing the knowledge from there to benefit not just yourself, not just your family, not just your business, but the community around you. And you can start teaching that to others. And that is the main aim of my personal thesis. It is not funded by any university. It's not underwritten or attached or associated to any educational institution. It is based on information that I've gathered through my coaching years from communities to provide it back to communities ultimately, and teaching others how to take this information from the different platforms, from the different educational systems, from the let's call it the different industries, and teaching that to the next generation, to be the mentors that we feel we needed growing up, because there are many of us that has not had the mentors that taught us the basics to actually start off on a good foot on life.
Sure. Yvonne,
Now,
that was
I think my 10 minutes is up.
Yes, thank you so much. I must say, I found that most interesting. You really got my brain going. And if I had the opportunity, I'll tell you what my real why is.
Well, you're more than welcome to contact me afterwards and tell me about your why. I do offer a free consultation for a lot of people, well, for anybody interested. And the reason why I offer a free consultation is because the more data I can gather from individuals, the more I can branch out the scope of the thesis. And it's not that you have to be bounded with coaching or mentoring or advice afterwards. I basically use that initial interview to get your, let's call it pin drop data, and then I follow you for the next however long to see how you develop and how you move forward. And I use that information in my thesis, all anonymously.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Yvonne. You've added so much value. You really got us all thinking today. So thank you for that wonderful presentation. So
well, as
now
long as you're all thinking.